Hey loves, so today we're going to be doing a beautiful like halo eye cranberry kind of vibe. This is like a super grungy look, and I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I also do take you through the rest of my face makeup as well. That way you guys kind of like see how I tie everything together. But yeah, I'm going to be using this palette today. It is super beautiful if you have not yet seen it, which I don't know how, because like honestly this guy kind of broke the internet a little bit, but absolutely beautiful, super stunning shades, great pigment, really good quality, and honestly it's Morphe, so it's fairly affordable. So if you guys want to see this look, then just stick around and make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe if you have not yet already. Alright guys, so jumping right in, you can see I already have my brows and foundation done like above my forehead. That's like the obvious color difference there. And I went ahead and put some concealer on my eyes. Also, excuse my voice, I feel like it sounds really strange, honestly. I could be wrong, but it is super early in the morning, like really early, and so that might be why. I just woke up. But I'm going to start off with the Hailey's Beauty Refine Prime Foundation Primer. I always think that this is like a wand that like comes out and you apply it, but it never is. Like in my mind, I feel like the packaging should be different. It comes out in this like kind of skin toned consistency, and it's a little bit silicone-y, but like not terribly so. It doesn't feel super silicone-y or it doesn't ball up on my skin or anything, but it's really good to fill in those pores in those like larger pore areas. I mean, you can even like kind of see it before. It also kind of mattifies the skin, so this is what it looks like before, and then when I blend it out, it kind of creates a really smooth canvas. So I really like this primer. I really want to try a Hailey's Beauty foundation. For some reason, when I did like my initial review of the brand, I thought that all of their foundations and concealers and stuff were like light to medium coverage, and then I'm like, well, I've learned since then that some other stuff is like super high pigment, and I'm like, who misinformed me? How did I get that information? Next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Primer, and therefore I will never purchase the Milk Makeup Primer as long as this is around. There's also another dupe that I like, but I literally bought so many of these because I love them and I just cannot get enough. Or I couldn't. I guess I kind of stopped using it there for a while because I just didn't feel, I don't know, I felt kind of weird using it on my channel all the time, knowing that like not everybody had access to it. And I think they're back on their website now, but for a while there they took it down completely, and like it was only like a limited edition thing. But I saw it recently that I think e.l.f. said that they were on their website now, so hopefully if you guys are interested in getting that, you can look on their website and see if it's still available. That was a little bit a while ago, but you can see how much I love this. Now I'm going to pop in with foundation while this dewiness situation sets. So today I was going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Foundation, but this is like a long range foundation, which is why I chose it and like put it out of my stash. But that foundation is a little bit too yellowy for me right now, and so I'm actually going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. I have this in the shade Medium Beige. This has been my most recent obsession, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this using my Real Techniques sponge. I am going to pop in with some Tarte Shape Tape. I have mine in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm going to also go in with my Hailey's Beauty Retouch Perfecting Loose Setting Powder. This is a really nice mattifying powder. So basically I'm just going to take that powder and set any areas that I kind of crease throughout the day normally, because I really don't want to crease. Or at least I want to minimize that creasing, because I know that no matter what, like, it's just going to happen. Also kind of just pouncing it on the rest of my face. This is a really, really nice powder because it really is super, super blurring and just makes your face look like you were born yesterday. So it's amazing. So next I'm just going to go with a large powder brush and my Aquasurance foundation from JCat. This is in the shade Natural. And I'm just going to dip in here to like disperse this powder. I also did drag that foundation down to my neck because y'all, even that foundation, I'm so pale. Like, not only have I been like using SPF religiously, which is great, I'm super happy about that, I'm like really proud of myself, but at the same time it's like my skin is protected, I am not getting any sun on my face. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and jump in with bronzer. So I'm going to use two, I think. I'm trying to get back into this one. Now that I've kind of got off of it, I'm like, it's amazing, but I think I need a darker color. This is in the shade Bronzer. This is the original Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. But I really like this one to apply first because it is such a smooth formula. It like doesn't ever skip, or I just have very little issues with this bronzer compared to other bronzers. And this little window in my neck, I'm going to bronze in that little triangle. Maybe that will create the illusion that I'm not as pale as I actually am. So then I'm going to go in with my Morphe Glamabronze bronzer. This is their like icon bronzer, that's what it's called. Like the shade, sorry. The shade is in the shade Icon. I got this bronzer when they first launched, but now they have different packaging and also an extended shade range. So if you couldn't find your shade before with like the only 3 shades they came out with, check now. So today I'm also going to use this Makeup Revolution and Rachel Leary palette. This is the Ultimate Goddess palette, and I'm really only using it today for these like for the face side of the palette. So I'm going to dip into this dark like contoury shade. It's a little bit warm and the shade is Indulge. I'm just going to try to deepen up those cheekbones a little. I'm also going to use this for blush today, I think. I'm going to go in with the shade Caroline, which is a little bit shimmery. It's one of the only blushes in here that I think I like the color of. The other ones are a little bit too light and then super corally pink. So it has a little bit of sheen to it, but it's not like overwhelming. Next, I'm just going to bronze my nose really, really quickly. I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for this. I feel like you guys have seen me do this a million times and it's like pretty boring. But I also don't like to leave it out of my videos at the same time, because then you're going to be like, well, how did you do that, you know? Okay, so I'm going to highlight really quick, and before I do that, I'm going to set my face to make sure that all these like matte powders are set. But I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow setting powder, or highlighting powder, in the shade Precious Petals. I love this. This is my second one, and I've hit pan on it again. Like, I am absolutely obsessed. I also love putting that highlight on the apples of my cheeks. It just looks so pretty when you smile. It's like, I don't know, it's just precious to me. And I have noticed, like, whenever I take pictures and I smile, that it looks really pretty. I've actually been liking like a smidge less highlight. So lately I've just been going in with like 1 highlight. Like for a while there I was going with 2. It just depends. I don't know. Lately I'm just kind of feeling like a little bit more toned down. So today I'm going to be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I actually got a really annoying comment. Someone was like, I did a 3 looks 1 palette video. I don't know if you guys recall that video. That was pretty popular on my channel. I did like a yellowy brown look for like those who like a little bit more of a simple eye. And then I did, by the way, I'm going in with the shade Perfectionist right now. And it is just like this one right here. And I'm going to do a halo eye today. But yeah, and then it was just really dumb to me. But then I did like a purple eye, and then I did like a sunset eye, right? So 3 looks, 1 palette, 2 of them were super colorful. And somebody literally commented and was like, all those beautiful colors and you do brown? Look, vomit face. I was like, what the heck? Like, honestly, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, what the heck is wrong with people? Also, it's not like I didn't do anything colorful. I normally don't like pay attention to like mean comments or just like stupid comments, but I'm like, yo, like literally, really? They were like literally so colorful. I don't understand. Okay, so basically I saw this picture a while back of a really, really blown out smoky eye. And that's kind of what I'm trying to replicate. That's why I'm like trying to drag the color out a little bit more, kind of like into this area. It's definitely not like your everyday halo eye, I guess. Not that any halo eye is really an everyday halo eye, but I think you catch my drift. Normally I don't do them this blown out. I'm also not gonna like cut crease it in the middle. I'm just kind of gonna think I'm gonna distribute the product, I think. Next I'm gonna go into the shade Comfort Zone, which is right next to it. Basically just dipping into these like really warm, orangey neutral shades. But yeah, also I did get some requests to use this palette on my channel again, and so that is what we are doing today. Because I have it, and like obviously a lot of y'all have it, and so. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with the shade Thick Skin. I love the name. So it's this one right here, and this one I'm just gonna take even lower down. And I'm taking just a slightly more precise brush. Okay, I actually thought this look was gonna be kind of hard for me to do, but so far I'm feeling like I'm like capturing the vision that I was going for. The only thing is that these shades all seem really, really similar to me, so I feel like that's like the one thing. So I'm gonna go in with some deeper browns, hoping that that kind of like gives a little more dimension to the shade. So I'm gonna go into the shade G Money. It's like a really warm mustardy brown. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So I'm just gonna take that lower down on each side. On the edges, I'm using just kind of like a clean blending brush so that nothing gets too out of hand. Actually, I feel like I want to go with some more berry tones. I think that would look really pretty. So I'm actually going to go in, I'm like all over the place, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm actually going to go in with the shade Next right here. I haven't really dipped into the berry tones in this palette, but I feel like, there we go. I knew I was missing something, like it just didn't look quite right yet. Wow, this shade added so much dimension and like pizzazz. And I'm kind of applying it like in the middle of all those shades. Kind of blending it up. Like I'm applying it lower down, but then I'm kind of blending upwards. I'm actually going to go with the shade Crazy down here. It's like a burgundy, almost black. And I think that's going to help to add some of that warmth I was looking for. So I'm actually going to dip back into the shade Comfort Zone, because I feel like I kind of lost it a little bit. Also, if you guys hear any background noise, it is my dog Roxy. She is barking because Tyler's packing the car to leave. And she's like, Dad, you're gone, you know, so. Okay, I'm going to do Get Ready With Me and Rider Diamonds. So Get Ready With Me is a little bit more of a gold bronzy shade, and then Rider Diamonds is just like this beautiful sparkly. I definitely just did not dip my shade into the color I wanted. So they're both sparkly and really pretty, but I'm going to use Get Ready With Me on like the lower part of my lid. Also, this is gorgeous. This shade is so pretty. I had not used it yet. Do you guys see how sparkly that is? Holy crap. That's gorgeous. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Rider Diamonds. Again, just on my finger. I'm going to just kind of disperse that one even higher up. I normally don't do like any kind of messy halo eyes. I always keep them very intentional, cut crease style, like all that jazz. But I feel like today this was the move. So I'm going to go with some more of Get Ready With Me, but on a brush. And I'm going to use the brush to kind of disperse and blend the sides right here. Because I definitely think these apply better with your finger, but there's something about blending mattes and shimmers together with a brush that makes it a little easier. You guys, that Rider Diamond shade was so beautiful. Okay, so this is definitely the vibe I was going for. So now just for my under eye, I'm going to go in with the shade Grateful. A lot of these like brownie shades are very similar. So this is the shade Grateful, and you can see they kind of match these. They look the same in the pan, but Grateful comes off a lot more orange and actually makes me think of like Thanksgiving. By the way, I know this year's going to be a little bit different like for all of us when it comes to the holidays, but I still think I'm going to do like some Thanksgiving Day looks, like some fall like holiday inspired looks, because I feel like it'll just give us all a sense of normalcy a little bit to just see those videos, and like if you love them, and like, normally even then like all I do is get ready and still just see my family. It's not like I'm going anywhere fancy for Thanksgiving, so you know, might as well, right? I'm blowing this one out because it's actually going to be the shade that like kind of gets dragged down on my eye a little bit. And then more precisely, I'm going to add this shade Next, which I used earlier, and just kind of do this on the outer corner. So now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution eyeliner. This is what it looks like. If I have issues with it, I will switch. I normally don't love a felt tip liner, so. It's also not super matte. Okay, yeah, it's skipping a little bit. I'm going to switch. So I'm actually going to go with my Covergirl Major Matte Black eyeliner. This one is technically a felt tip. It's on a brush tip, but it applies like a brush tip. And it is matte, and like that other one was just not matte. I feel like this look could be considered pretty basic, but I haven't really ever done a cut crease like this, or like a halo eye like this, I guess. Okay, very nice. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. Today I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is a really beautiful mascara and honestly such a good formula to work with. I've said this before on my channel, but Essence has some of the best mascaras, and they're literally only $5. I feel like this look deserves a burgundy eyeliner moment, but I don't have a burgundy eyeliner, so if you do, definitely go with that. But I'm actually just going to go with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof, which is a waterproof, retractable eyeliner. Especially on that top waterline, I think it is so necessary. Actually, I'm going to take this lip liner from e.l.f. and it is like this really warm brown. I'm going to use that. Also, I personally have never had any issues using eyeliners on my eyes, but be warned, I'm not a doctor, so. I'm going to go in with these lashes from Ioni. They are the 3D foaming lashes in the style Extra Large Wispy Dramatic. And And this is the number on the packaging. This is how you can like find the style number. This is 686603. So actually, while my lashes dry, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lip liner. Y'all already know what my favorite lip liner is. I cannot get enough. It is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Cafe. Seriously, such a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And then I'm going to try this one again. I actually didn't like this. I used this in my last video and I thought I liked it, but then I wore it and then it looked a little odd, like a little bit purpley brown throughout the day. I'm going to use a little less. This was in the shade Chai Genius, by the way. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Driver, which is a little bit, actually a lot lighter. And I'm going to just kind of like highlight my lip with it, you know? I think by mixing those two shades I get a better shade overall. Oh, my lash is literally dangling from my hair. Y'all have no idea how often that happens to me. It's actually ridiculous. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just spritz my face really quickly with the Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last. This is just like the regular Make It Last but scented. I have mine in the shade Kiwi, or the smell Kiwi Watermelon. Honestly, it smells so good. The other one smells like their original smells a little bit like alcohol, but like honestly, you're using this for the product. What's inside is so amazing. Okay, you guys, so I am all done, and honestly, I really like this look. It's a little bit different for me. It's kind of this like grungy vibe going on. I think also the like shirt adds to that grungy vibe, so it could be that as well, but I do like it and I think it's really pretty. I have not ever done a look like this on my channel that's like this warm berry tones and also a halo eye this way, so it's a little different for me, but I think it's actually really like perfectly captures this really grungy fall essence. So I really hope you guys like this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more looks with the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2, because it is a really beautiful palette. And I just dug my nail into this black. Oh my goodness, do you see that? I just had to share that with you guys. Oh man, wow. Oh well. But also please hit that notification bell down below so that you are notified every single time I upload, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!